I didn't know that learning laws could actually be so fun. The more I'm learning, the more I'm finding how easy it is to be liberated, how easy it is to make our country great, and the more I can see that Australia has the potential of becoming number one in the world in regards to countries and being able to show the way to the rest of the world of how a fair and just and easy to follow law system can be obtained, and that the people can live in absolute freedom without fear of their government. And the social distancing laws that are being implemented is very interesting, because although they themselves break the higher laws of the common law, they actually help me to understand as a person who's operating as a life coach with my business, that everyday citizens can set healthy boundaries with other citizens, other living beings, that it works a lot like social distancing. So what it does is you become aware of who you are and what you believe and so on, and you respectfully request the other person to honour who you are and what your current stand is. So your opinion, in a sense, is your God-given right to vote. Now, it's interesting, our country forces us to vote and then wants to fine us if we don't. So is it about the vote or is it about the fine? So our freedom is taken away by forcing us to vote and then penalise us with a fine. Now, a vote is an opinion. If our right to make an opinion of who we believed would run the government more fairly and more honestly and more lawfully, and we had to vote whoever we were told, otherwise people would be offended, etc., then it wouldn't matter how many people stood for government, only one party would always get in. So if we take that to the bigger picture, we realise that what's being used against us to cause us to fear each other and fight each other and argue with each other, etc., because they have a different opinion to me and so on, is very cleverly being used to take away an individual's right to vote on what they believe about each and every circumstance in life. Now, it's okay to be wrong. This is the thing we have to grasp. It is okay for somebody to be wrong in the journey of life while they're learning what might actually be more correct or better for themselves and everyone around them. Nobody inherently wants to hurt others. Most people are just tired of being hurt. They've run out of patience. They've run out of their skill sets to be able to function well, so they end up making mistakes. The current governmental system is using that to turn people upon each other, the people in the country upon each other, so that they will do criminal behaviour, and therefore they can be held to account and punished with more fines, etc., and the system continues to roll around. The current system, not the one that was originally designed. Look into my other videos to find out what I mean by that. Research your legal rights under knowyourrightsgroup.com.au to begin to understand what I'm talking about if you're new to my videos. There's also another great site, AussieSpeedingFines.com. Thoroughly recommend both of those. They're simple books that help you understand how we can quickly and easily, with no need to waste time protesting, no need to get upset and frustrated with each other and with the government and all those sort of things, we can just get about together, working together as the people who always were meant to be the masters of the government, and the government was always meant to serve the people. That's why they're called public servants. Okay? So yeah, I hope you realise that it's upon you. The onus is on you. It's always been on us. It's our lives. It's our responsibility. If we wish to be free, we must do the work to free ourselves. And then we'll have the strength to help free others who may not have the courage or the strength or the ability. If they can't read and so on, they may not be able to learn them as quickly or as easily. Okay? Now, there's nothing more fun than helping people. Okay? So that's what I was saying. This is all actually becoming more and more fun the more I understand it. So it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be strenuous or any of those things. People can start to send messages to each other and bit by bit gain our freedom to gather together and until we, like water that, starts off as droplets and starts to roll together and collect into bigger and bigger groups until it becomes a whole body of water as great as an ocean. Remember that united we stand and divided we fall. We cannot do much on our own, but collectively we can do amazing things. Okay? So the strength in us is in us temporarily putting off our concerns about what others think of things that really don't matter that much at this point in time. They're important topics, no doubt, but not at the cost of the overall destruction to our way of life by the very governmental system that is working hard at keeping us divided. So we are Australians, first and foremost. Then we can begin to discuss the different things of what's happened in the past or what beliefs or lifestyles we feel that we ought to be at liberty to pursue, etc. Okay? So have a great evening and look forward to talking with you again soon.